Everybody, is it on? Oh man, it always takes this new update. You know, I haven't really checked the playback, but if I had to guess, I would say I don't I don't say anything for the first couple of seconds because with the new change to YouTube, it's so unknown. They don't tell you right away. But I think we're live. What's up, everybody? Oh, it looks like the chat is working on screen again at least, so that's nice. Uh, what's up, guys? A little bit late tonight, but only by a couple minutes, so we're good, right? Hunter was the first one here, followed by Winter Valley NGR. Hello, can stay for 5 minutes, then I have to go where all nights go. The bathroom, I understand. Yeah, I totally understand. Oh, man, this whole glasses thing is really bothering me, too. I gotta fix these glasses, guys. But, anyway, what's up, everybody? Let's get a tweet out. Let's get this party started, huh? Lakers bodyguard sitting over 2 already, dude. With a whole bunch of birthday presents and all that, saying happy birthday. Oh, Lakers bodyguard. I thought you would forget my birthday, but you haven't. Even though it's not my birthday. Thank you very much, Lakers bodyguard. With the gift, the confetti ball, the balloon, the party popper, the birthday cake. I appreciate all of it. Let me hit you with, well, you'll see. Lakers bodyguard, thank you very much. He didn't say hi to me, Hunter. Pixie Bell, I was getting there. I stopped after reading the comment. But Clock Attempt, Pixie Bell, Lakers Bodyguard, Donut Cop, Hobbit. Heyo, Wi-Fi is down. Use my phone to tether. Couldn't stream. Sad butts. Hobbit, that is sad butts, dude. I actually wanted to tell you something, man. This kind of freaks me out. I don't know if it's a coincidence, but it kind of freaks me out a little bit. So, you brought up Magic the Gathering, right? You brought up Magic the Gathering on my stream. And I feel like that changed the algorithm on YouTube for me. Could just be a coincidence. But I thought it was a little too much of a coincidence. I was trying to find the name of the video that showed up again. It was a video game. It was a Magic video game. It's not the card game. I don't know where it is. I think it was called like Magic Legends or something like. I'm not sure, but it was like an action RPG, you know, Diablo style, kind of overhead view. Action RPG game with magic involved. It like I actually watched it too. That's the messed up thing is YouTube. I think it changed the algorithm for me, but YouTube is so smart that I ended up watching it. I didn't watch the whole video, so you know I don't know all the details, but it was kind of cool. It was like, you know, so there's different with the different card types. You know, blue, white, black, red. Green, whatever. Like they had, I guess that was like their, like each character had like unique traits based off of the color, and then it sounded like there was the different like different like specific classes within those classes kind of thing. I don't know. It sounded pretty cool though. I have no interest in playing it, but I just wanted to let you know. But anyway, it seemed like it's in beta too. I don't think it was actually out yet or anything. But man, now I need to find the name of it. Hold on. Magic, was it Legends? It is Magic Legends. Okay. Yeah. Let me pull up a picture. Should have just done this from the start. I was being lazy. But okay, so. Yeah, it looks like this, you know, that standard kind of top-down view. Can I zoom this in at all? No, I can't. Okay. Well, anyway. Could zoom in this way. That type of game. But I just thought it was interesting because it was related to Magic. Anyway, let's get a tweet out, eh? Let's do that. Dearest, you're at Marvel Champions. Heard about that game? Want to give it a try? Looks sweet. Oh, have you heard about it? Oh man, so I don't need to sit around bumbling like a damn fool. Okay. Let me see. What do I want to tweet today? Oh, maybe I'll just ask this. Congrats to all the new Doom owners out there. Sorry to those who missed. Just remember, there's always a round 2. No! No! Okay. Tweet. What did Doom go for anyway? I'm curious. Was I at all close with my prediction of 3.3 mil? What about Hawkeye too? I actually have no idea. I should have maybe looked at Reddit. Maybe we could have got some good info there. You know what? I'm gonna pop open Reddit real quick. Where ye be, Reddit? Where ye be? Let's see. I'm gonna read your guys' chats too. Missed the 11% rewards. How do you find those scores? You don't. So someone's saying 3.1. Jordan Maker, 3.1. Is that it? If 3.1 got Doom, I'll be very happy because it's lower than what I expected. Let's see. Oh, it looks like Hawkeye went for around 30 million too, so I think I was right there because someone's saying rank 134 with 30.36 mil. Okay. Okay, yeah, if 3.1 mil got it, that's lower than the scores I see here. Although now Jeff's saying, oh no, you're saying that you went for 3.4. Okay. Not that he went for 3.4. Okay. Got Doom for 1.6 mil in the beginner bracket. Okay. That's pretty good. Okay. Well, that's good, man. I was honestly pretty nervous with my prediction of 3.3. Because I know I can say it a million times, and I do try to say it a million times. I try to say it to the point where, like, it's annoying. But, like, I don't want to, you know. The goal is not to annoy anybody, but like I want to say it enough that people listen and go higher. But I know some people still like to go to like exactly what I put up as the cutoff, and yeah, made me worried. All right. Anyway, I don't think that person needs to be banned. Unless, do they always spam, or was this the first time spamming? If it was the first time spamming, we'll let the ban go. But please don't spam, man. Whatever you do, guys, don't spam. Hashtag Brian for 4 Loki leader. No, oh god, no. Oh man, no way, dude. For 4 Loki leader. You crazy? What's up, Hector? Thanks for the raid, man. Leadership is not something I have any desire for whatsoever. But I do miss the 4 Loki guys. It's nice being in R Loki too, though, man. I'll tell you, like, it's not that this is a bad group or anything, man. It's a pretty kick-ass alliance too, but I do miss the 4 Loki guys. Can I eat spam? Like the canned meat spam? I mean, you can if you want, but I wouldn't recommend it. It looks gross. Spam? BG, those units looking thick for 4th of July deal? Hey, they need to, honestly, they need to beef up a little bit. They ain't quite there yet. Speech? Give a speech? Alright, hey everybody. Thank you for making it to... This is like an alliance speech, right? Like if I was the leader of 4 Loki? Alright, listen up everybody. Thank you so much for joining me on this crazy adventure that we're about to have together as we look and set out to become the #1 alliance in the entire world. I'm talking top prestige, #1 in Alliance War, #2 of Alliance War also, because why not? I think Kenobi did it, didn't they? Don't they have like the #1 and #2 or something like that? And #1 in every single 3-day event to maximize 5-star 6 stones. We're gonna dominate the world. Speech over. Jesse J, what's up, dudes? Sandanova 2. Jesse, thank you very much, man. Saying tweets. Oh no, I don't like the emoji they used with the sad face. What is this? Day 72 of account, getting ready to pull new 5-star champ #7, but got the BG curse. No. Well, congrats on the prestige upgrade. Damn, dude. That sucks, man. Sorry to... Oh. That really sucks. Sorry to see that, man. That is a bummer. Quite the bummer indeed, dude. But Jesse, dude, thank you very much for the two. At least, thank you, dude. Hope #8 is way better for you. Glory, what's up, dude? You're getting soft in your old age, BG. I follow your rules in here, though. In our Loki, you follow mine. You know, that's fair enough. What can I say, man? I'm a softie. Hobbit's mom would definitely call me a softie. Oh, God, the way I said that made it sound so much worse. Like I was insulting Hobbit and his mom or something like that. But just, alright, now I need to give the backstory just so that doesn't sound bad. You know, Hobbit once said that, I guess he had gained a couple pounds or something. And his mom said he was looking a little soft. And, well, I've definitely gained a few pounds, so. But anyway. Hobbit, I didn't mean anything bad by it, you know it. Martin. Martin Flores sending over a buck. With no last message. Tried to find one. Don't see any last messages. Sending over a buck out of the kindness of your heart, it looks. Martin, thank you very much, dude. Appreciate the buck, man. Easy also sending over a buck. Saying, BG, big news. I got my Cosmic Gem. And now I'm the proud father of a 565 Sig 1 Corvus. Nice, man. Also duped my rank 3 Medusa today. Dude, jackpot. That's awesome, man. Congrats. Sig 1, that's all he needs, dude. Don't even look at a Sig Stone if you're thinking about Corvus. That's awesome, man. It is a big upgrade right there. Thank you very much for the buck. Holiday weekend, definitely many drinks. Oh no, what's going on there, Hunter? BG, your speech is similar to your wrestling promos. Needs more Hulk Hogan. Yeah, needs more Hulk Hogan, brother. Oh man, you're right. Ah man, I crack up too easy thinking about it. Like, I need to like write something out. I don't know if I could do it on the fly of like having like a solid wrestling promo style hype speech. It's tough, man. They do a really good job. Like, honestly, man, that was like half of wrestling for me when I was when I watched. Just I thought it was great. I still go back and watch some of those old promos from time to time, man. They're the best. Baldy, you got a 5-star voodoo. Thoughts? Ooh, Pixie Bell. You've probably heard me say before that I'm not really too big a fan of playing voodoo. But he's a great champion, and even though I'm not a huge fan of playing him, just because I get confused easily with the combo system, voodoo's great, and I would be straight up lying if I told you that I didn't still find benefit from voodoo all this time later after ranking him up a long time ago. Yeah, he kind of needs to be awakened. He doesn't need high sig at least, but he does kind of need to be awakened, and it's all about his combo system. Odd combo versus light combo. When you activate your special, you gain a little bit of different perks. So yeah. What's up, BG? Got it? What's up, dude? Another speech? No, man, I can't do another speech right now. Can't do it. I used up all my energy on the last one. BG, love the Venom the Duck challenge. Sorry I couldn't catch it live. Oh, dude, no worries. I actually recorded a full rank up video, including some of the highlights for Venom the Duck. I just I didn't end up posting it today, but it was getting too late in the day. It took longer than I thought to put it together. I thought it was like, oh man, I already did all the work for this video. I already did the labyrinth run. This is super easy. This will take me 5 minutes. Ended up still taking a little bit of time and would have uploaded pretty late in the day, so I just have it set for tomorrow if you're curious how it went, if you didn't watch it live. Wrapped up in a nice 14 or 15 minute video. I can't remember how long it is. Can you start by telling us what players achieved from the 12.0 boycott? What do you mean by what players achieved? I think probably one of the biggest benefits, this might not be the most obvious one, but it seemed like obviously Kabam still wants to make money, right? And they'll still charge you an arm and a leg if you want to pop open a reasonable number of crystals and stuff like that. Pick up all these offers. There's a million different ways to spend money in this game, but I feel like with 12.0, before 12.0 they came out with like an awakening gem deal, and of course people would awaken the champions that just got like nerfed to 12.0. It feels like they won't do that type of move again. There was also like I can't remember if this is pre or post 12.0, but this was kind of a surprising one. They came out with like a crazy expensive deal that only had the featured champions available in it or something, and then like the next day or the next week they announced like a change to the featured crystal system. I don't know, it feels like they don't do that sort of thing anymore. So like in the past, you could have maybe considered them like money hungry and slightly shady. Here I feel like the shadiness is gone. Of course they're still very money hungry though, but it's a business, so what do you expect? There's some downsides to 12.0 in my opinion, at least. I feel like we lost the customizability that we were gonna get that they described. That's the biggest loss probably for me, because it feels like they were gonna add an item system, and then so many people said no, don't add an item system, and well, many people probably still don't want an item system to this day, but I was all about it, man. 12.0. There's a lot to 12.0. Some good, some bad. I don't know how to describe it all. I would be sitting here for like an entire hour and a half. Chris sent it over too, saying the AI in Act 6 is such a pain in the booty. In Act 6? The AI? Maybe the first person that I've heard talk about the AI in Act 6. I've heard a million times the AI in Map 5, and of course now I'm in Map 4, so yeah, I see that crappy AI too. Some other quests. And other things about Act 6. But I've never heard anybody talk about the AI in Act 6. What about the AI is annoying to you, Chris? Because they're not passive, right? I mean, in terms of aggressiveness, like, are they too aggressive? Is that what you're saying? Or not aggressive enough? It was 15k units for a 5-star recent champion, and then is that short? Is that hurt? Short time later announced they adding the 5 stars basic pool. Next day is kind of exaggeration. Well, yeah, I said next day, next week. I don't know. I didn't know how much time went by, but it did seem pretty short after. Just like it wasn't the next day after the Awakening deal, but it was very close. Because I think the Awakening package was what, like Cyber Monday, and then it was February that the news broke out about 12.0. Just still a decent time, but yeah, I think that understandably pissed people off. Because if those plans are set so far ahead of time, then like you know what you're doing. You know what I mean? Tom sent it over too, saying hi beauty, can't hang around tonight. Last though, Tom. Okay. Thank you for the 2. Where are you at? BG, have you ever seen a picture of Mount Rushmore before it was carved? Its beauty was unprecedented. Like president. But also dented. Is it like a double right there, man? Unprecedented. I can't tell if that was intentionally like a double pun, or I'm just seeing it as a double pun. Because of the president, unpresident, but also dented. And for that, I'm not gonna boo. I'm not gonna laugh, but I'm not gonna boo. Tom, thank you for the 2. Dane Lewis sent it over. 8 of them Australia bucks 8. So I duplicated Blade again last night. Now Sig level 69. Nice. But pulled 6-star Loki for my 4th 6. Love your content. Absolute champion. Dude, Dane, thank you very much, man. Bummer about the 6-star Loki, dude. That is a bummer, man. But now your Blade is perfect, so you're good there at least. Oh, man. But yeah, thank you, dude. Okay. Let's get back to the grind, man. I'm wasting too much time. What am I doing? Let's roll. Ben sent it over 3 as well. Ben, thank you, dude. Saying, BG, any way to avoid the degen in 6.1.1 for dashing? Sort of. So, you could still dash back. You just can't dash back twice in a row. And if you dash back twice in a row, no, there's not really a way to avoid it. You can greatly reduce the damage by using someone like Gladiator Hulk. But honestly, I felt like the degen didn't last long enough. That Gladiator Hulk was a good option. I didn't find him to be particularly good, at least. The thing that I found best was bringing in champions that that you didn't need to necessarily dash back a lot with. Like Iceman's a good example because you can just be very aggressive and push the opponent to a special 3 instead of baiting out specials. Something else that might help you, by the way, like power control works, or champions that just deal such massive damage, especially if you can do that damage through like heavy attacks. So someone like Omega Red, just kind of slow playing using the heavy attacks and degen, something like that'll work. But then also, watch what I do in this next fight. If you just do like a 4-hit combo and then dash back once, and it'll kind of set you up for the next parry. It's a little bit annoying here because the AI is a little bit passive, so maybe this was a bad example since I'm building the infinite streak. But you could also try something like that, just finding a way to kind of distance the opponent to set you up for the next parry. So heavy attacks do this too, where because they launched them so far against the right side of the screen, you'll kind of just be good to go. And then for certain specials, you might just have to block them instead of evading. It's really tough. That like no retreat is one of the most difficult nodes in the game, in my opinion. It's really difficult, and it's kind of good that it's in the first quest, because of course as the quests go on in Act 6, they just get harder and harder. So I feel like that was kind of intentional. The same way they do that with certain quests, where they'll actually start the path with like one of the hardest champions, just to give you the opportunity to like, you know, I mean, I guess it's different on the path because it gives you the opportunity to reset the path rather than getting so deep into it and then getting stuck using a ton of items or something. But it's kind of the same way, where in the quest, it's a difficult node, but at least feels like the enemies aren't as scaled up quite yet. But yeah, man, it's just a lot of practice, I would say. But Ben, thank you, dude. Chris, sending over another 2. Give me a sec, Chris. Let me load in these next champs here. I need to do a better job at keeping the grind on while reading what you guys are saying. All right, Chris. Maybe I'm just a scrub. I don't think that's the case, man. Lift your thumb for 1 second, you get destroyed. Well, yeah. I mean, I agree with that. I see. For me, that's more of an issue of the attack scaling rather than like how aggressive or not they are. Because I think it's a good thing that they're so aggressive that you can more easily anticipate their attacks. But if you slip up at all, it's like, okay, game over. If the opponents have over 10k attack, some of them significantly over 10k attack, it's GG. Chris, thank you for the 2, dude. Maximus Savage said an over 5. Maximus Savage, thank you, dude. Saying mahalo, BG. Get a chance to see the excellent featured 6 stars I pulled the other day. I'm not sure. Did you send it over on Twitter? I might have. If I hit the little heart icon, then I definitely saw it. If I didn't, then yeah, I definitely didn't see it, because anytime crystal pulls are sent over, well, actually, I mean, I guess sometimes I forget to, but if it's a crystal pull and I see it, I definitely hit the icon. How long ago did you send it over? I don't know how easy it would be to find it. Yuki sending over 3 of them Polish bucks as well. Yuki, thanks, dude. Saying, Brian, I heard some rumors about 7 stars. Hopefully they're only rumors. About 7 stars? I will tell you all the info about 7 stars right now. This was a conversation I had with Kabam at Comic-Con. 7 stars eventually will come to the game as like just like a scaling thing, but like not as an obtainable character or something like that, like as just characters that we fight against. And then eventually, yeah, as playable characters, but man, I don't think it's happening anytime soon. And the feedback that I've given them, and the feedback that, man, tons of people have given them is like, what's it called? Definitely like the speed at which they're released should be looked at, because I mean, I don't know. It's funny because some people didn't want 6 stars to come out, and then some people felt like it took too long to get 6 stars out, or they're not progressing along through them fast enough. I don't know. It's weird. But anyway, I guess my own personal feedback that I gave them was if 7 stars come out, they need to be different than the way 6 stars were rolled out. But anyway, let me see the rest of your comment, because yeah, it's just if you heard anything else, it's just rumors, man. It's not like they're about to release 7 stars. Also, apparently a boycott is coming. Have you heard anything? PS 60 days passed since you've abandoned McFabio in the woods. Hey, I didn't abandon McFabio in the woods. He went on a little island excursion, and he left us behind, man. He had his fun. You know, he's not about the spotlight. He just wanted to crush some content and live a relaxing life, you know? As for a boycott, I don't know, man. I guess the first thing I'll say is if you want to spend money, spend money. And if you don't want to spend money, don't spend money. It's kind of as simple as that. Like, you shouldn't follow what anyone else is doing unless you also feel the same way. Like, if you think that the offers come out are bogus or something like that and don't want to support that type of thing, then okay, don't spend money. But otherwise, like, I don't know, if you're having fun, then just have fun. Don't let other people kind of kill your enjoyment type of thing. There's always been boycotts in this game. Like, literally since I started playing the game. There's, even before 12.0, you know? 12.0 just happened to be the biggest one. And then there's been a new boycott started like once a month ever since. That some have picked up more steam than others and stuff like that. And then the last thing I'll say is there's more info coming soon. We don't know what that info is. Even the CCP people, like, we don't have any privy information or anything like that. I know we had like that one thing that some people tweeted about and stuff like that, but like, that's it. You know, and that's what you guys know. Like, everything is all caught up at this point. We don't have any info. Kabam hasn't put that info out yet. They said a roadmap is coming soon, and yeah, if anyone's like seriously thinking about organizing a boycott or something like that, I don't know, it seems crazy to do it before hearing the info, because it feels like I don't know what people are trying to achieve. If Kabam said they're already going to make changes based on feedback, it feels kind of silly to be like, you're not listening, and I'm going to show you that you're not listening by organizing this movement or something like that. I don't know. It feels very silly. But yeah, that's my thoughts on all that, at least. Yuki, thank you very much for the 3 Polish bucks. Okay, Maximus Savage. You sent over another 5 saying, tagged you, Joe Fixit, Falcon, and Miles. Oh, dude, I think I did see that. That sounds familiar, man. I probably did see that. I'm trying to like look back at my Twitter feed right now, but holy jeez, I got tagged in a lot of stuff recently. I don't normally get this many tweets. Yeah, I can't I can't find it right now, but I do think I saw that, man. Oh, Max Savage. Yeah, dude, that hurts. That hurts pretty hard, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Let me update. This is a big old D. Stroke by Saber, set it over to saying, what color is the wind? Blue. As in... with the EW spelling. Stroke of my saber. Boo. Boo. Thank you for the 2 anyway, but boo. Ben said over 2 as well, saying how long till they do away with stars? 10? 15? I don't know, man. You know, I kind of wish they wouldn't have ever went to 6 stars too. Like, I don't know. It's kind of the same concept, so maybe this wouldn't make sense. But I always thought like 5 is a good stopping point, and then you can still have other types of progression, and maybe like actually no, I don't know. This saying it out loud really probably doesn't make sense. But I'll say it anyway. Just change to a different symbol. Like after 5 stars, go to diamonds and have like a 1 diamond. But then make it like a significant reason to do that and have like a whole new system for these champions that once you've reached that point in the game, they like achieve new power levels and shake things up in terms of who's the best and stuff like that. Maybe that's literally just 6 stars with a different look to it, but anyway. I don't know. I feel like it could go infinitely as long as people continue playing the game. But I do wish there was different types of progression, for sure. But Ben, thank you for the 2, dude. Lakers Bodyguard sent it over another buck as well, saying I think it will take till 2022 to bring 7 stars, because with Act 7, I think rank 4 or 6 stars will be possible, and Act 8 will max them out. After that, 7 will come to life, but we have a lot of ground to cover. We definitely have a lot of ground to cover. I have no idea when they would come. I just really hope they follow a different formula than the 5 to 6 star change. I actually was really happy with the 4 to 5 star change. And if they just did that same thing, if they just repeated a lot of those same concepts of not bringing back the absolute best of the best and just leaving them there as like, okay, for this era of the contest, you know, these are the ultimate champions. We're moving on to the next era, and you know, the ultimate champions will be great for a long time, and then eventually when you move on, and then it feels like a different game. But yeah, I have no idea. I feel like whenever 7 stars do come out, it'll probably be before we can fully max out 6 stars. Because if you think about it, that's how they did it for the 5 star to 6 over. To 6 over. The 5 star to 6 star crossover. So I don't know though. It's too early to be talking about 7 stars though. It really is. Unless you're giving Kabam feedback of like, you know, how you'd want to see that happen, or what things you'd want to avoid, or just not see it happen at all. Otherwise, like, dude, it's way too early to really be thinking about that stuff, to be totally honest. I'm like, we need, like, dude, I'm still struggling to get 5 star 6 Jones. And there's already conversation about 7 stars. I feel like the 6 stars haven't even sunk in yet. It's been, what, like 2 years since they came out? But Yuki sent it over 9 and then Polish Bug saying, thank you, you're not only bald, but also wise. Yeah, the bald caps, dude, it's like +1 wisdom or something like that. -2 reading comprehension, but otherwise, you know. The one I'm wearing, at least. But Yuki, thank you, just wanted to hear your take on it, thank you. No worries, man, thank you very much for the support, as always, Yuki. Miro Watang also sending over £1. Thank you, dude. Saying last 2, please. Okay. Hey, BG, you might be proud of me. Managed to reach the Grandmaster now all week potion farming. Nice, man. Yeah. Is that what is FWY? There's a typo for like FYI? Either way, your head is huge on my TV. Awesome. The bigger... Here, does this help? Is my head even bigger now? I gotta take down these cutoffs. Is, maybe that's too big. Let's go back. But Miro, thank you very much. -50 for vision, though? Yeah, that's true. It's also true. Does the new Alliance ticket system bring you back to map 7? No. No, the ticket system, I mean, outside of the ticket system messing with certain alliances, which I think Kabam will address, how it messes with alliances who run a mixed number of maps. Outside of that, I think that that ticket system is great and long overdue to prevent people from botting up the resources and buying those botted resources. Because it drives up the cost for everybody, because then Kabam sees, oh, hey, people can still do alliance. Like they can afford this, no problem. Whereas if that didn't exist, maybe then they would have seen like, oh, this is a problem. People aren't playing this as much as we'd like them to because they can't afford it. So I feel like it drove up the cost of those donations. And then just with the ticket system coming out, reducing the total cost by about 15%, I think that's great too. But no, I still can't go back to map 7. Well, technically I can go back to map 7 right now, but hopefully soon when the world is a bit more normal again, then time-wise is an issue where I won't always be able to log in to complete my path. So they would need to do something to that. They would need to make it so that what's it called? Don't have to log in quite as much, type of thing. They should bring Scarlet Witch as 7-star, dude. If that was the first 7-star, Scarlet Witch and only Scarlet Witch, I bet you people wouldn't complain about 7 stars then. Actually, they probably still would. But yeah. Grandmaster has stolen some champions from the contest to participate in the X+1 contest of champions, so that the others would not notice they be gone. Star, I kind of like that idea. I like that a lot, actually. BG, I'm a little mad. So the other day you said to use a Void for Realm of Legends Wolvie, and I didn't have one. Well, I pulled one 1 hour after stream ended, and guess what I did? Guess what I did? What you did to Wolvie, to my torch with my generic from Act 4. Used it on my Chrono, on Colossus Awakening. Now I have no way to awaken Void except 100% Act 5.1, so I'm on the grind as soon as I complete monthly. Yay. Dang, dude. It always seems to work out like that, but hey, dude, congrats on your Void pull at least. You'll get him awakened eventually. So that's good. Maybe that's too big. She. Wow. As in, that's what she said. Is map 5 now going to be free? Yeah, map 5 is free. Yup. Yo, what shampoo do you use? I like to, well, if you notice in the description, there's actually a I have a shampoo sponsorship. by the Turtle Wax brand. Penny Andrews State. Normal will not return until November. For the outside world. I thought we were talking about MCOC still. I mean, even November is not going to be normal, but no matter what, things aren't going to be totally normal. But what was I going to say? I still can't really talk about what I'm doing. But anyway, how fast can you leave considering you're a tortoise? I would assume it takes a few hours at least. Wait, Chuck and a Charming Tortoise? What does Charming Tortoise say? Say gear and I'm leaving? Yeah, see, a lot of people don't want gear. But my goodness, I would certainly love it. Appreciate the content you put out, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you, Leaner Living. Appreciate that, man. BGE, should I open a 5-star today or feature tomorrow? Ooh, I'm not really into the feature crystals myself, man, so I recommend just the basic crystal. But it's all on you, dude. Whatever you're feeling, go with it. Maximus Savage sent it over another 5 saying shampoo. Venom the Duck uses recycled pert bottles full of Tide laundry detergent. That's what he uses? Just, dude, what a... Oh, man. Venom the Duck, he's a man about the environment, you know? Maximus Savage, thank you for the now 15, though, dude. Gotta love Venom the Duck. Always thinking about the environmental needs and all that. So. Can't believe Kabam is taking away donations. They're nerfing AQ. We should be compensating or I'm quitting. Yeah, dude. How dare they? They better compensate for taking away the the map 5 costs. I'm not sure what our Loki's gonna be doing, but our Loki, you know, we ran map 4 because map 4 is free. I'm not sure if they're gonna bump that up to map 5. I mean, you know, there's a little bit of extra time investment for map 5 too, compared to map 4. But I think it's pretty similar. I don't know though. Any knowledge about Nova by chance? I pulled him today from getting lucky on an epic rift. Congrats, I would say. I don't think Nova's that impressive of a champion, but that's still pretty cool. Just pulling him out of the rift rewards, basically. I don't have a ton of info. I did test him out, and I'm vaguely familiar with some of his abilities, but I don't think he's that good of a champion to use offensively. I feel like he's close, but not quite there. Defensively, I've run into him a few times, and he's been a little bit of a pain, but he also wasn't the hardest defender either, so I don't know. It feels like he needs a slight rebalancing. But unfortunately, I don't have much to tell you about him other than he can give you some good arena points. I don't even remember his synergies. Actually, now I'm really curious about that. I want to at least look at his synergies. So we're going to hop on over to Aunt May real quick. Before I do that, though, Cat's sending over to... Thank you very much. Check that out in just one sec. Your last 2. Should I push for Cavalier or 100% Act 5? Well, let me read your last one. My top champs are Corvus rank 4, Claire rank 4, Venom the Duck rank 3, Crossbones 3, Blade rank 3, Corvus only awakened. So with those, should I push for Cav? Okay. So, I would say your champions are a little bit low for pushing for Cav. But in general, here's kind of my recommendations. Go for it. You know, like just test the waters. Try out 6.1. And honestly, it's probably going to be a little bit too difficult. And it might even feel like it's way too difficult, and you might have to turn back and go back to Act 5. But at least you know where you stand. You know, go into the first quest with the intentions to see, like, how far can you reasonably get without using items. Like, just try. Don't necessarily try to do the entire path without using items, but try to get through like a few fights at least. And if you're dying to the first fight, well, yeah, it's time to go back and clear Act 5 100% first. So yeah, just give it a try. But I would say Act 6. Act 6 feels like it's balanced for having the majority of your champions be either rank 4 or rank 5. It seems like it's balanced to have like a team of rank 4s with maybe 1 or 2 rank 5s, and if you have to for certain specialized fights, only rank 3. Something like that. So not even having any rank 5, it's probably going to be too difficult. Should have forgot about 6-star Colossus. Okay, that helps, but still, it's probably going to be too difficult, but try it. Thank you for the 2. Alright, I wanted to look at Nova's synergies real quick. Ah, that's right, this one. I wish this was stronger, because I really want Rhino to be good. I want to like Rhino. That's what I want to say. I wish that I liked him more. Wish he was stronger. But his charging is pretty fun. Okay, this next one here, for Bishop, 1 additional stack of prowess. You know, Bishop's got a lot of synergies. I bet you if you build him up with all of his synergies, he still wouldn't be that good, but it'd be kind of fun. Alright, anyway, Havoc, 10% chance to place a new plasma build-up debuff on the opponent when it is removed or purified. 10% only. Seems too low. New Warrior Blood. I forgot there's a Darkhawk synergy. Starts the fight with a permanent armor up buff. I forgot about that, but now that I'm seeing it, I do remember that. Okay, so then you could use Darkhawk for the times you need an armor up buff, like against Havoc. Shock Baton, gadget debuff passively reduces defensive power rate by 30%. That's kind of cool, but not super practical, probably. Gamora, when performing a dash attack. That's right. I remember testing this one out. You gain an aptitude buff, which increases the potency of Fury buffs by 15% for 12 seconds. I wish I wish I had these champions that I could mess with their synergies even more, but I think when I tested the synergy, like, it wasn't that good. But I want to test it again after like ranking up Gamora or something. Okay, and then Annihilus, gain 40% perfect block when triggering auto block, 65% physical resistance while unstoppable. Okay. Some interesting synergies, but I don't think any of them are like practical. Wish Nova was just a bit better, because he's actually kind of cool. Alright, anyway. Oh, Glory, as of right now, it looks like we'll go with 5x5 during the free weeks, and if it works, we'll stick with it. Don't see why it wouldn't. Map 5 is map 5. Yeah, that's what I figured, Glory. I just wasn't sure. Obviously, anyone in the Alliance can handle map 5. That wouldn't be a problem. But just kind of curious time-wise. But okay. Star sent over Buck. Star, thank you. Saying, hey Brian, is this similar to a tweet of mine I recently put up? Oh wait, this is similar to a tweet of mine recently put up. If I gave you a wand and you could change one thing about the current state of the game, what would it be? No time/budget constraint. Okay. Star, I almost wish that you didn't ask this question, because you know I can go off on a tangent about this for like the next rest of my life. Hold on, I see another comment from you. Aunt May, official sponsor of Brian Grant of contestchampion.com/doesn't exist. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I'm definitely not sponsored by Aunt May in any way. And like the owner even told you, or told us, sorry, not told you specifically, but the person who made this site, they don't have any ads on the website at all. So they actually don't make any money for people using the website. And because it costs money to have a website online, the person actually loses money. There is a little support button here, and I don't want to click on it while streaming, but if you click on it, you do see that some people have donated a little bit, but very little. So yeah, this person actually loses quite a bit of money by having this website up. It's just an amazing website, so I use it all the frickin' time. But okay, anyway, Star, one thing to change, huh? Okay. The feeling when you tangented Brian off your own comment. Yeah. Actually, the real reason why I almost wish you didn't ask this question is because it would be balanced. And I know people don't want to hear it. I know people don't want to hear a whole conversation about nerfs. But that's what it would be. There's... Like, for every champion that I would nerf, or I would want to see nerfed, I would want, like, 3 or 4 buffed. Like, it wouldn't even be close. The ratio would be way more champions getting buffed than nerfed. But I do feel like certain things got out of control. Wait, what is this? Dingus missing the raid. I'm shocked. There was a raid? A hashtag to the max. Oh, did we get max rated? Max, I'm so sorry. I was busy with my tangents. I see everyone now, though. Oh, man. I totally skipped him. Max, thank you for the raid, dude. I actually tried to raid you the other night, but you had just finished your stream. This is another time. Okay. But yeah, like I was saying, for me it'd be balance updates. Because it would affect everything. It would affect the content that's made. It would affect how people feel when they opened up crystals. Not getting crapped on by the bad champions. I sometimes think about making a video about this. But like, I would need people to understand that I'm not really asking for nerfs. I would want them, 100%. I would never deny it. I'm always going to tell you guys the truth. I would want nerfs, but I'm not going to ask for them because obviously other people don't want them. And I feel like if I made a video talking about just like how I feel about it and why it would be so important for me, and I feel like the only way it would come across is that, like, yeah, I'm trying to screw everyone else over by asking Kabam to nerf champions or something like that. So that's what's prevented me from making videos like that in the past. But like, basically, I actually think the best thing about 12.0, since somebody brought up 12.0 earlier, I was going to leave this out because I didn't want to go into this big talk, but now we're here, so let's get into it. I think the diminishing returns, even though that was also a negative part to 12.0, because certain champions got really hurt by it, and I feel like Kabam didn't compensate that balance for a champion like Rocket, for example, that could have guaranteed crits if you had high enough of a combo, could no longer do that. But the diminishing returns, it kind of brings champion, like it makes it so that you can't just get to ridiculous levels. It makes it so that, you know, you can have champions like the Captain Americas, right? Let's pull up Captain America here. Let's pull up Beardo. You can have champions that have crazy high block proficiency of 77%. Look at his block rating, man. It's close to 7,000 base. It goes over 7,000 once you add in the mastery, right? You can have champions like this that still do take some block damage, and be fine with that. But then you have other champions that avoid that damage entirely, playing completely around any sort of diminishing returns. For example, Ghost phasing. And when you have champions that kind of break that law that was put into the game, that kind of rule set to keep things a little bit closer to being balanced, then the content has to be made way more difficult as a result. And I feel like that's why the attack value scaled to ridiculous levels. And yeah, the attack values being high is one of the things that I really hate about high-level quests and things like that. And that's probably where I'll end it, so that this tangent doesn't go too long. But that's absolutely what I would change. I would look at all the different ways that Kabam kind of broke the diminishing return system that was put in place in 12.0. And I think for certain instances, it's fine to kind of break the rules as long as it's on like a cooldown type of an effect. But certain things, they just completely break it, and I think the game suffers negatively for it. And then, like I said, for any champion that I would have like possibly change, which would be seen as a nerf for sure, there'd be 3 or 4 that I would buff in their place to kind of bring up the low end of the roster while like just bringing down the absolute top ones. That'd be number 1 for me, Star. Number 2, small scale PvP system. Alright, Charming Tortoise sent it over $1.50 with a banana though. Charming Tortoise, thank you very much. Saying I just laughed. Wait, what? Did a rift today and got the featured crystal. Then I got a feature champ. Oh, but it's Mole Man. Oh, I see. So, yeah, I just laughed. Hey, at least he's a new champion, though, right? It's kind of good. Like, even if a champion sucks, if you get him out of a rift reward, it's like, ah, cool, free champion. It's like getting a 4-star out of a PhD. You know, it's like not really expected, but whatever it is, cool. Maximus Savage sending over another 5 saying, if I could use War Machine the way I use Sentinel, I'd be really happy. Hashtag balance. Yeah, dude. Absolutely, man. That's exact. Like, I would want them to have different abilities, of course. Ideally, you know, keep the unique feel to characters. But War Machine, I wish he was way better than he actually is. Tweet artwork? Okay, let me check it out. But Maximus Savage, dude, thank you so much for the now 20, man. Alright, hold on. Alright, this is slightly risque for the stream, but I think it's alright. It's not everything's covered up. Or actually, you know what? Just to play it on the on the safe side, I'm only gonna show part of your artwork. Yeah, just to keep it on the safe side. I'm sorry, man. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It might even look worse now that I'm covering up the parts, because things are covered up. They're just covered up by like leaves and stuff like that. It's really well done though, man. I like the shading and stuff like that, dude. But saying, ABG, how's it going, man? Just came back after year of the games. Seems like I missed a lot and really missed the community. And the time I quit, got into university, started my own company and stuff. Also rate my art. Dude, it's great, man. But awesome, dude. Welcome back. I think it's really well done. Did you cover up her? Oh man, I'm not really, Dale. I knew it. Exposed nips. PG started sweating. Oh man, no, there was no exposed nips or anything like that. It was. I think it was fine enough, but I don't know, man. Maybe sometimes I err too much on the side of caution, trying to keep things maybe a little too family friendly. Because honestly, I think if a kid saw that, they see stuff like that in movies all the time, you know. And I'm not talking about like, you know, movies that they're not supposed to see. I'm talking about like, I don't know, even in kids' movies sometimes they have that sort of thing. But anyway. Anyone in chat, what did Doom go for? So, kind of asked about that earlier. Someone said 3.1. We'll have more info tomorrow, but for now, that was the lowest I saw. Hey, now you're an all-star. What's up, BG? What's up, Adam? Who would have thought that pick would shut him up? Yeah. You're back looking at boobies on BG's Twitter. Wow. The money back from it, you don't spend, so you don't lose anything? What is this? I feel like I'm catching part 2 to a comment here. Here we go. The biggest problem with Nerf in general is just that there is so much money. It's insanely in all RNG, so let's say you nerf the only viable class. You said you will buff others, but do not get the money back. I think that's what you're saying. Yeah, so there's a million issues with nerfing champions. It's one of the things that I learned with 12.0 actually. It's something that I hadn't really considered beforehand. So free-to-play games, they just don't have as much freedom balance-wise. Because if you play any other game, any other long-term, like online-only type of game, there's balance updates constantly. Whether it's a competitive game or not a competitive game, there's constant balance updates. Way more balance updates than MCOC. And I love it, man. I love that games feel alive and that it allows developers a chance to correct past mistakes. Because there's like, let's just go big here. Let's say there's 100 people in Kabam's office testing every new champion. I can tell you almost for sure there's not 100 people like testing every champion, right? These people, I don't even know how many people work on MCOC in total, but like they're working on all sorts of things, like the art or whatever, right? So, but let's just say 100 people are testing each new champion, and they spend 2 weeks doing that, since they're releasing a champion every 2 weeks roughly. As soon as the crystals come out for that champion and people are able to buy the crystals or get the champion from the arena, like, it's almost instantaneous that more people collectively in the community are able to put time into these champions. Even if there were 100 people privately testing these things. Like, there's just no way that the devs could get it right in the first try. But that's something I learned with 12.0 is, free-to-play games, they kind of took over. Maybe not fully took over like gaming, but they definitely took over in a pretty big way. And I feel like there's a lot of negativity about free-to-play games. And I think it's fair, the negativity, because certain things definitely feels like it's just I don't know, like the whole loot box system in general. I on some level I absolutely enjoy it, and a lot of people do. Otherwise, people wouldn't play these games at all. But there are those times where it just feels like, okay, this is just a system designed to make the most money possible type of thing. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of negativity about free-to-play games, but something that I hadn't considered, because these games are getting better now, you know? It used to just be like these kind of small companies that just push out these games and this very cash grabby and stuff. But then it got to the point where even like the best of the best developers in the world are making free-to-play games, and they're doing them in many ways better than what they've done in the past. But when 12.0 hit, it made me realize, like, oh damn, like that's one of the biggest problems, is just they can't do that anymore. So the entire game suffers, and it's not really, it's not the player's fault, and it's not really the developer's fault either. It's just like a fault of the system, you know? And I mean, the devs, they chose the system, so I guess it's ultimately their fault, but anyway. Red sent over Buck. Red, thank you very much, saying, took your advice in rank 5 Venom. He's killing in variant. Nice, dude. Yeah, Venom's a beast. That's good, man. Red, thank you very much for the buck. I use my Venom. When I turn Suicides off, he might be one of my most used champions. With Suicides on, I still use him too, but with Suicides off, there's just something so satisfying about playing him. Alright. Amelia Pond sending over 30 of them Canadian bucks. Amelia, thank you so much for the 10 toonies and 10 loonies right there. 30 big ones. Thank you. Saying, been silently watching since day one. Amelia, that was a long time ago. Thank you very much. And just wanted to say hi and thank you. Whenever I feel demotivated by the game, your streams always help me go back to the grind. Keep up the good work. Oh, it's very kind of you to say. Thank you so much. Time to update. This is a big old D. Yeah, Amelia, seriously, thank you very, very much. Definitely appreciate that. Free games are the most expensive in reality. Yeah, they are. That's kind of the design of them, is that it's low barrier to entry, but then they could end up costing the most. There's a ton of benefits to free-to-play games, and it's very intentional that I actually like free-to-play games. Like it's not even like the money savings, because really when you think about it, if you were to buy a new console game, even if the sticker price says $60, usually you could find it for like $40. You know what I mean? So it's like, is $40 really a big deal if you're going to put a lot of time into a game? No, like it's extremely cheap compared to other forms of entertainment. You can go to a movie theater and spend, you know, $15 on a ticket and then $15 on a drink and food while you watch the movie, compared to the many hours you can spend in a video game. But anyway, what was I going to say? I actually like the sometimes grindier systems in these games. Sometimes they push it too far for my liking, but sometimes I like it. Wait, Hunter, okay, BG tweet. These meanies gonna see I'm basically Picasso. I'm curious. Actual art I made while I was bored and slightly inebriated. Dude, this is sick. You made this? Hunter, the only other art I've seen of you is like, or from you, I should say, is like the the stream redesign pictures that you made that are terrible. But this is awesome, dude. What? This is sick, man. This is super good. Someone else said tweet too, and I don't know if I see another tweet. So I don't think I see anything else here, so I'm sorry the person that said tweet I looked. Right, Stealth Ghost, sending over a buck. Actually, $2. Stealth Ghost, thank you. Your first one was high, so hello. And then, hey BG, how goes the slap work? Oh man, you know, my hand, sometimes it gets tired. It's painful. But, you know, I always enjoy it. I always enjoy, slapping people. Stealth Ghost, thank you for the 2 though, man. Free-to-play can work with balance changes. Supercell is very good at developing them. Every one of their games feature regular balance updates. The difference is they do it from day one and regularly. I think that is a big difference. Yeah, I think there's a lot of differences. So I don't currently play any of Supercell's games, but they're the devs that made Clash of Clans and Clash Royale, right? I played both of those games. Very casual level, and only for maybe a week at a time each. But I wanted to get just an idea for what those games were, and they're cool games. But, you know, ultimately, I don't know. I didn't find myself kind of gravitating towards them as much as other games. But here's what I learned about those games compared to MCOC. Like, this is the #1 thing that stands out. The type of game it is... well, let's talk about Clash Royale specifically. Because Clash Royale is... It's definitely more of a competitive game than MCOC is. I would say MCOC is mostly a PvE game. It's like a PvE VP game, right? So player versus environment, or just, you know, player versus the game, player versus the NPCs here. But then there's competitive elements to it, like Prestige, and of course Alliance Wars is like the most direct competition. But anyway, it's mostly PvE where you're questing and stuff like that. And the reason why the reason why most people do Alliance War is to get more rewards to help them push in story content, even though for other people it would be the opposite, where they're pushing in the story content to get the rank up so that they can keep competing in war. Kind of goes both ways. But anyway, it's more of a PvE experience in MCOC, I feel. And the way the game is set up, it feels like not even that it feels like, it's definite, where not every champion is supposed to be a god. The champions are not supposed to be equal in terms of balance. And some champions are meant to be amazing, and others are meant to be less than amazing, to put it in as nice a way as possible. So I feel like it's harder to balance something like this. I do agree with what you're saying though, Code, where if you do it from the start and you're consistent with it, and that's one of your goals, then the community will see that, and they might be super pissed when it comes to certain changes, but they'll also understand that that's what the game is. And because that didn't really happen in MCOC, yeah, people definitely aren't used to something like that. But it also just is a very different game. We don't know how good a champion is supposed to be when they come out. And I think that's part of what makes MCOC good, is we have to figure it out. And it's something that we figure out together, really, as a community, of how good each of these champions are. We can't even put it in words. People try with like tier lists and stuff like that, but you know, we don't know like how much. We don't know if the champions, like if a certain champion's like 5 or 10 or 15% stronger versus another kind of thing. You know what I mean? So it's part of what makes the game, and I think it's part of what holds the game back at the same time. Young Yost, send it over 5. Thank you very much. Saying, sup BG, finally got Cavalier tonight. Congrats, man. Congrats on the fresh Cav title. Saying, would you recommend fully exploring Act 5 before continuing Act 6? Absolutely. Yeah. Now that you've got the title from Act 6, like, you could push on if you wanted to, but there's nothing that's really kind of, like, you're not going to be missing out. Because since you have the title, you're getting the new updated daily rewards and things like that. So I would absolutely recommend going back, clearing Act 5, taking those rank up resources, and then using them to continue on in Act 6. I'd also recommend hitting the variants before continuing on in Act 6 as well. The variants typically much more rewarding and not quite as lengthy as as Act 6. So yeah, Act 5 and the variants are most likely the next goals for you, I would say. But dude, thank you for the 5. Really appreciate it. Congrats once again on the CAF title. Pete went 16-0 as Visage yesterday. I was level 20 at the 20-minute mark. Dang, dude. Felt a little mad about it. Wait, what? Felt mad about it. Just because you were crushing the game so hard? That's the thing about Dota, man. If the game's too easy, it sucks. If the game's too hard, it sucks. That's most games, I guess. But especially Dota. Oh, bad. Oh, you meant bad. Okay. Oh wait, you said bad. Wait, did I just read it as man? Oh man, dude, I don't know. I don't even know what I read anymore. Jeez. Societal values get placed, increase when they're shown usefulness to effectively take down a challenging boss and such. Yeah, absolutely. Hashtag make Tom a mod. Is Tom even in here? I thought Tom said he could even stay tonight. I don't even know if he's still in here. But I'm glad if he's not here, I'm glad that he's not here to see it. Just to see that hashtag. If he is here then. Hey, Tom. Yo, BG, I'm halfway through the Abyss tonight. Ooh, Mike. Gonna finish it tomorrow. Okay, nice, man. It's good. Peace out, dudes. Later, Adam. BG, I'm relieved. Finally hit Cavalier today. Dude, you too? Nice, man. More fresh calves in here. That's good. Congrats. It's hard to balance, but they shouldn't be creating content that only has a couple of answers. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. I think some of that is a response to some champions being so strong that, like, how do you prevent certain champions from, like, I hate to keep... Okay, you know what? Actually, let's use an old example. Let's use Star-Lord as an example. Now, it's not going to be as strong of an example as if I went with like some of today's top champions. But I don't want people to say that I'm trying to get these top champs nerfed, so we'll use Star-Lord as an example. How do you stop Star-Lord from just being like the only champion that dominates the contest in terms of, like, as health pools keep scaling, you know, his damage keeps scaling way more than other champions do. So how do you limit that? Well, you come out with Safeguard. And Safeguard by itself, I don't think is a problem. People might not like it but there's other answers to it, right? Like the 1% safeguard. You can use champions that have damage over time effects, and that's kind of the purpose, it feels. But then you also have damage caps in Labyrinth. People start to really, you know, not like that as much. And then just imagine how much stronger champions today are versus Star-Lord. And think about how many other limitations need to be built in order to try to get players to use more than one champion for all content, and make it so that you shouldn't have to only be able to use this champion, or maybe that's the wrong way of saying it, but I don't know, just to get players excited about actually expanding their roster. Because it's not only like a trying to make money thing of, you know, selling more crystals to keep players interested. It's just to keep players interested, period. I don't think people necessarily want to just spend all of their money on MCOC, but I feel like there's a bunch of people that are fine with spending as long as they're excited about what they're spending on. And if they're not excited about it, then, well, they just don't even want to play the game at all. Like, what's the reason to keep playing? So they have to find these ways to make the game exciting, which means they have to come up with challenges that make the new champions coming out be interesting. And when champions are... Some of them, it feels like they're so over-the-top good that it feels like the challenges they have to come out with are so over-the-top ridiculous as a way to kind of match, which is why I said balance was the #1 thing I would change. Maddie, send it over to Maddie. Thank you very much. Where are you at? Maddie, I don't see a last one. I think normally you send over last ones, if I'm mistaken, which I might be. And this is just 2 for the sake of sending over 2. Well then, Maddie, thank you very much. If there was supposed to be a message, though, nothing went through, because I have nothing previously from you. But thank you. Hey BG, what's up, Bavaria? See your gold is getting up there. We're gonna see another epic rank up video. Possibly. So right now I have a bunch of tier 2 alphas in the overflow that I need to get rid of, and I'm probably going to burn through those a little bit slower, so they might not all go in the same video. And then after that, hopefully I'll get back to the big rank up videos, where I just go through and rank up a mixture of 4 and 5 stars and stuff. Cats said it over another buck. First try into Act 6, hashtag failed. Also, what path is the easiest for no retreat? Alright, that was kind of expected, but I'm proud of you for at least trying it. I think that's a good move. I don't remember which one was the easiest. I think it is a little bit roster dependent. Let's go hop in there really quick. No messages, mate. All good. Thanks for your stream always. Alright, Maddie, thank you very much. Alright, 6.1.1. Let's see. So, which path did I end up taking on McFabio? I think I ended up taking this one, right? That has Gambit at the end. Aggression Regen. Power Drain. Yeah, I'm fairly certain this is the path I took. It felt reasonable. It was really tough to get through this on the McFabio. I definitely was not ready for it with what I was currently doing. I feel like I almost went down some other paths though, so it's possible like this path, if you have the right champions for it, might not be that bad. If you have like maybe a Void to deal with this Mephisto or something. Yeah, I'm not really sure which one exactly. I think some people tried to get me to go this way, too. I'm not sure if I ever did. If I ever made it past this Joe Fix-It. But the Joe Fix-It rocket path. I don't know, maybe some other people have some suggestions, but those are the 3 that I remember from going through on McFabio, at least. BG, are the Awakening Gems and Rifts random? Because since the start, only Mutant and Skill. Yeah, they're random. Speaking of, got another key card. Cool. And I have a bunch of energy, so we need to go do a little energy dump. Sit up uncollected. Let's go through this quest. World's Finest Dudes. Send it over, Buck. World's Finest Dudes, thank you very much. Saying thoughts on Hood. Just got him as a 5-star. Don't say McFabio's name, Baldy. Respect the man. Oh, Pixie Bell. Get out of here. Alright, but anyway, about Hood. So, Hood, to me, his best use is supporting Ghost. I think that Hood is okay on his own. I kind of have a problem with Hood. My problem might be a little bit of a unique one, where Hood was actually my first ever maxed out 4-star Mystic champion. I got him from the arena, grinded for him, maxed him out, and I actually really dug him. I thought he was super cool. He had these like little. He had this ability that, I mean, he still has it. Let's hold on. Let's go look at him real quick. He had this ability where I keep saying had. He has this ability. While he's invisible, he gains crit damage rating, right? Yeah. While invisible, the Hood gains 500 and blah, 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 increased crit damage rating. And his attacks ignore 75% armor and block proficiency. So, before 12.0, you were able to, every champion was able to crit through the opponent's block. I'm kind of happy they took it away, because it's really spiked the damage when you were trying to block hits. But at least for Hood, dude, you did, like, and when you crit, I mean, you're already ignoring their armor to begin with, pretty much. So he was actually critting through the opponent's block really hard, like as hard as normal attacks almost. It was super cool, and because of that, you're also limiting the opponent's power, only attacking them when they're blocked, right? So, but then 2 things happen in 12.0. 1, you can no longer crit through block, and then 2, the diminishing returns hit crit damage rating pretty hard. And that's why you see nowadays with champions like Corvus, if they want to boost crit damage rating, they boost it by a lot. The small boosts, they don't, doesn't feel like they do as much as they did back then. So when 12.0 happened, I was like, ah, man, my Hood just doesn't feel the same, and I didn't want to play him anymore. But some people still like him, and some people used him to take down the champion boss in 6.2. Some people see him as more than just a support champion for Ghost. But that's kind of how I feel about him, is that he's mostly just a support champion for Ghost. And if I had a Ghost, I would rank him up, because ranking up your supporting champions will save you units in the long run. So, might as well. But, yeah, that's my thoughts on him. He's just okay. Matthew Eaton sending over Buck. Thank you, dude. Saying BG. I need a plan for moving forward. My next 565 could be Unawakened Havoc, Unawakened Guillotine 2099, Awakened Thing, Awakened Human Torch, or Awakened Venom. Cav currently done with variants 2 and 4. Okay. I would say get someone to help with variant 3. Personally. out of that list, though. I mean, the only tech champion is Guillotine 2099, and I'm not sure how good she is for variant 3. I think she's probably pretty good. If I had to guess, I would think she's pretty good. So I'm kind of leaning towards Guillotine 2099 just because of that, but I don't have a ton of Guillotine experience to know if that should really be the way to go. Let me look through some of these options again. So Havoc, Thing, Torch. I probably wouldn't recommend Havoc, just because Havoc's unawakened, and you have some other really good options that are awakened. That's tough, man. If you liked Guillotine, I feel like that's the move to make, just to help you get through Variant 3, because I feel like that's got to be a next goal of yours. Or have you already done a bunch in Variant? I'm kind of curious. Seeing that Variant 2 and 4 are done, I would think that maybe you've at least explored some of Variant 3, maybe like a single clear, and maybe just didn't want to finish it until you had a better tech champ or something like that. But that's kind of what I'm inclined to say is you know, figure out what you need for Variant 3, and since it's mostly tech champions that are good there, and Guillotine feels like her value is higher in comparison to some of those other champs. But Thing, Torch, Venom, they're all amazing champions. I have all of those at rank 5. I have zero regrets about ranking them up. It just kind of depends on what you're looking for. But yeah, I'd probably lean towards Guillotine for the reasons I said. Matthew, thank you for the buck, though, man. Wonderboy White sent it over buck as well, saying, "Hey, serious question. Who in particular deals with the Variant 4 Electro? I can do the entire path itemless, then get stuck on that B Manny." I could say bastard. Bastard's not that bad. Get stuck on that bastard. Help. I think I used Hyperion mostly for it. But you don't have to use Hyperion. I don't know all the champions, though. Maybe we need to sound off in the chat on this one. If you've done Variant 4, put in the chat who you found to be really useful for it. If you have like 1 or 2 champions that you used or something. Because I think I used Hyperion and Namor. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure I used Namor as well. Oh, you haven't touched Variant 3 yet. Okay. Only other techs are 45 Stark and 455 Ultron. Okay. Alright. Well, Stark Spidey... if you're not already aware, you can, like, stun lock in Variant 3 with Stark Spidey, basically. Stark Spidey plus Miles Morales plus 3 tech champions make your stuns last a long time. So maybe a combination of using that strategy with Stark Spidey while having Guillotine on the team, and kind of using those two together. That's probably what I would do. I wish I had more experience with Guillotine to tell you, like, how useful or not useful she would be for that content. That's, like, the only thing holding me back from saying, like, yeah, absolutely do that. UG, you're killing me. You've been copying and pasting for 20 minutes. Oh, Greenish Lantern. I'm sorry, man. Let me see what you're saying here. I have a rank 4 to 5 mutant rank up gem, and my choices are Colossus, Namor, and Sunspot. All are duped, and at rank 3. Still need to do my first path for 6-3 and 6-4. Who do you think? Colossus is who I'd go with. I don't even know what masteries you're running or anything like that. It doesn't matter. I think Colossus is... he's just such a beast, dude. He handles so many situations, has crazy damage output while also being very sustainable. He's just tanky, has all the utility of the immunities and things like that, the armor ups, and yeah, I would go Colossus. Bo Doster, am I saying that name right? Bo, thank you very much for the buck. I actually don't see a last message from you. Oh wait, here we go. Got one now. Saying, are any of Heimdall, Cole, Surfer worth ranking up as my first Cosmic 5-star? Saving up Cosmic Catalyst forever, hoping to land a Corvus Hype or Captain Sparkles. No luck. So rank 1 or keep waiting. If you can keep waiting, I probably would recommend it. So I wouldn't rank up Heimdall. I'll tell you that right now. Let's cross him off the list. We'll go through these one by one, kind of. So, I mean, Heimdall's a great champion for his synergies, and you could use him on your team and stuff like that, but you don't need to rank him up. And eventually, when you get when the resources are a little bit more common, then eventually you can also rank up Heimdall, because as I was just saying, you know, ranking up your kind of supporting cast of champions, your synergy champions, it's a good idea. It's just not a top priority. So don't go with Heimdall. When it comes to Cole and Surfer, I don't have much experience with either of those champions, but I tested them out. And I didn't find them to be all that amazing. Cole's damage output's actually crazy strong. And some people like their Coles. Some people are happy with their Coles, even though his block proficiency is a little bit low. And find them to be useful. So, like, if you don't want to wait, I would say, you know, you could go with someone like Cole. Or Surfer, for that matter. Surfer, he also felt a little bit weak to me. Felt like his playstyle wasn't the easiest to use, and it felt like you weren't really rewarded for it. His damage output not being the highest, even though he has some decent utility and stuff like that. MSG just made a Surfer vid. Did he just make a new one? I know he had some Surfer content in the past. Yeah, Bo, if you want to check out Silver Surfer, MSD, his channel, Metal Sonic Dude, you might want to check that out. Did he post that, like, today or something? Let me see. I might have just missed it. I don't know, maybe it was recently. Anyway, I actually don't see a lot of content that gets made. But subscribe to too many channels, man. But anyway, definitely don't go with Heimdall. Cole and Surfer, if you really just can't wait any longer, like you just need any kind of champion to help right now, I think they're okay, but I don't think they're that good. And I actually, hold on. Let me change what I'm saying here a bit for a minute. How's your 4 stars looking? Because in my mind, I was kind of imagining that you just don't have any cosmic champions that are usable right now at all, and thinking, hey, maybe you just need to rank somebody up and stop waiting. But I forgot we're talking about 5 stars, and well, 4 stars exist too. If you have some good 4 stars ranked up, you can still keep using them, with the exception of Act 6, of course. But I would say if you're in Act 6, then like, no, I would wait on one of those. So yeah, pretty much I would keep waiting. Very long answer. But I would personally keep waiting. I know some people would go with Cole or Surfer, but I think I would personally keep waiting. So that's kind of the advice that I have to give. I know it's very long and drawn out and possibly confusing advice, but that's what I would do at least. If you personally test out Cole or Surfer and decide that you like those champions, then go for it. Otherwise, Just keep waiting. Did we ever... Probably had some people say in the chat who they used for that, that Electro fight. Let me see. Hyperion, L1 spam, yeah. Gulk? Gulk for that Electro? Really? Okay. Quake. Domino and Elsa. Omega Red is good for it. Namor. Awakened Corvus. With some revives to back it up, I guess. Havoc. Blade with Ghost Rider. I think those are, yeah, some of the options for Electro. Those are all the ones I saw. I might have missed a couple, but okay. Wow, I'm late. Sorry, I went back to redecimate Xander. Redecimate Xander. What's up, Thanos? Oh, is that a Thanos reference? Alright, anyway. Let's see. Let's keep questing a little bit here. Can you tell me which champion's better, Man-Thing or Rocket? They're both 3 stars. What a question right here, man. These are 2 champions that I personally like. But I between those 2, you'll probably find Man-Thing to be more useful. Rocket's gonna have a little bit higher damage output, but Man-Thing is gonna be a bit tankier. And he's bleed immune, so if you go up against a champion that has bleeds, you'll just be a little bit safer using Man-Thing. Since you're just talking about 3 stars, you'll probably outgrow them relatively quickly, but yeah, you can still rank them up and use them for the time being, and they're not too bad, you know. Decent enough champs. Use Nick Fury myself against that Electro. Okay. Brian, I thought you watched Guardians 1. I did watch Guardians 1. It was actually my favorite MCU movie. I only fell asleep for a small part of it. Very small part of it, you know? But my memory is not great. BG, does Squirrel Girl have a place in the game? I don't know. She was kind of fun, and I liked her animations. I mean, how could you not like animations of throwing squirrels? She has lots of bleed damage. She starts out, if she's awakened, with 40 hits in her combo meter, which is good against that one node where you prove yourself, where you need 15 hits, right? But realistically, other champions just seem to be better than Squirrel Girl, so I don't know. I feel like maybe for a Legends run against the Do You Bleed node, maybe. I like her, and I kind of want to rank her up. I just pulled her as a 5-star and awakened her and pulled her again. She's one of my recent champions that I seem to be stuck pulling, which I'm not really complaining about because I know she needs I think she needs high Sig level. Like, let's go take a look at how her Sig scales. So it's when Tippy Toe inflicts an instant bleed, each bleed debuff has a chance to be refreshed instead of being removed. So refreshing the bleeds, that's kind of a big deal. Let's check out Aunt May. I should have just filtered it. Oh my god, why did I not filter it? Now I feel like I'm in too deep and I gotta keep looking this way. God, there she is. Alright. 5-star, Sig ability. Yeah, look at the scaling on this thing, man. Whew. Generally when you see a curve this steep, that means Sig scaling matters. It doesn't always, you can't always just look at the curvature here, but it's quite the difference though. It goes all the way up to a 70% chance to refresh instead of being removed for her bleeds. And right now I'm Sig 40, which was 13.59. So yeah, if I had her like fully sigged up, I think I'd rank her up just for fun, and I probably wouldn't use her much. But I'd have fun with her at least. It's tough. Oh man. Here's one of the ways that I feel like Kabam could balance the game better without actually changing the balance of the champions at like their max power level. I feel like with champions like Squirrel Girl here, where they're not necessarily going to be the absolute top of the chart strongest champion in the game, I feel like they should design her Sig ability in such a way that it does not require high Sig level. You know, compared to someone like, let's say, Corvus, who Corvus literally just needs Sig level 1. I wish it was different. I wish it was, okay, leave Corvus as strong as he is, but make it so that he's that strong at Sig 200, and then make Squirrel Girl strong at low Sig levels. This way, it doesn't feel like you have to invest such a crazy amount of resources just to have some fun with the champ. It really, the combination of those two things, like the scarcity of you know 5-star Sig stones, or any Sig stones really, and like the ultimate power level of a champion. I just wish they balanced that a little differently. BG can suggest some points to the way to become Cavalier. Just general tips? I'm not sure what general tips I can think of off the top of my head. For starters, I would say patience is big. Patience is key in this game. So you don't necessarily need to get Cavalier right away. You know, definitely keep it within your sights. Make it a goal of yours and all that, but don't stress it. Look ahead to the content. There's plenty of videos out there that will show you all the bosses if you don't see them yourself. And, you know, rank up champions that can maybe help you counter those bosses if you don't already have them ranked up. And then I guess just try it, you know, doesn't hurt to try. Pop in the quest, see how far you can get without using items. And if it looks unrealistic to you, back out. Wait later until you can rank up more champions. But it feels like you can make it through without spending too many items, without breaking the bank completely. And go for it. And just take it one quest at a time, you know. Pulled 5-star Namor twice, and I've had him for a year. But because he isn't max Sig, I haven't been able to use him at all. We need more access to Sig stones. Yeah. Yeah. This tangent is nutty. Drops mic. Boo. How many more days to 6-star crystals? We can go take a look. Let's see. Hunter has officially joined the joke squad. He joined, and then he left, I thought. I'll let this one slide. False. That was just an observation, not a joke. Thing or Domino to rank 5 for variant 2. I think Thing would be the better way to go. They can both handle it, and if you just disliked one of those champions compared to really liking one of those champs, you know, just rank up the champion you like. But with Domino, you're just going to be spamming heavies the entire way. Whereas Thing, oh my, he will run that content over, man. Especially if you bring some synergies to back him up. Check out some videos. Search YouTube for Thing in Variant 2 and be ready to change your pants after you watch the video, you know? Okay, yeah, so 8.5 days to go for 6-star crystals. Time is flying, man. I thought there was still going to be like 40 days to go, even though it doesn't make sense. You're just saving 6s, right? Yeah, Star. Yeah, I'm probably going to do a crystal cleanup in the next week-ish. Maybe crystal cleanup before 6s. If not before the 6s, then right after the 6s, because I'm going to need ISO. So crystal cleanup coming. I know I've been saying it for a while that it's coming soon, but here's the. I need to open up the 6 stars before my tier 2 alpha expire. That's the limitation here. Ooh, hello. Don't want these to expire. Thank you. But yeah, before these tier 2 alpha expire, I need to do a crystal cleanup, so that make sure I have enough ISO to use them. Even though technically you could use tier 2 alpha without using ISO. But for some champions, like, I'd probably take Guillotine 2099 up to rank 4. So I'm going to need ISO to do all that. Thanos sent it over to saying, I swear on my life, I sent that before you said that. What is this? BG, I would imagine in roughly 8 days when you open your 6 stars, it would be a great opportunity to do a crystal cleanup. I mean, 8 days is soonish, right? Ah, man. Thanos, you know, great minds just think alike, dude. I can't believe you would totally say that after I already just explained it, though. I'm just kidding. Am I a prophet? Which power stone is that, man? Probably. Oh, is he making promises again? Yeah, I know. I should never do that. How many? Ah, man. I need one of those. I need to get a whiteboard. That I can put behind me that says like days since broken promise. And just 0. Annoying Brian is a good pastime? No. BG, tweet, dude. Before you go, gotta see this rare pull. Doobie Addict, I think I looked for you before. And nothing was there. Oh, is this yours? I didn't see this before when I looked. I think this could be yours. It's a different name than your YouTube name, but not to brag, but check out this killer poll. My 5-star poll has been pretty trash until now. Nice, man. That's really good stuff. Level 47 with the 5-star ghost. That is pretty darn good, dude. Pretty darn good. I'm not sure if you've already played with Ghost at all in the past. Could be a wait. Hold on. Shootout is your in-game name? Wait, was that someone else? Doink is me. Oh, Misfits. What's up, man? Okay. Well, Misfits, congrats to you then. Hold on. Doobie Addict. Shootout is your in-game name. I don't know if I have anything, man. Is your Twitter set to private? Yeah, I'm like scrolling up and down in my recent tweets here, and I got nothing, dude. So, sorry, man. It might check your Twitter Twitter settings. Let me know if that's maybe the cause. Same incursion crystal, yeah. I got nothing incursion crystal related. Let's go spin out some crystals. Speaking of, BG, should I do 3x basic or 2x featured 6-star and reset? Ah, dude. I highly recommend just going the basics, but it's up to you. Only game changes for me would be Red Guard, Warlock, and Doom. Have Science Tier 5, Class Catalyst, and Awakening Gem. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's up to you, but I'm really not a fan of featured crystals at all in this game. With very few exceptions. And 6 stars, like, oof. Even more cautious of opening up a 6-star feature. But your shards, man. Do what you want, of course. Gee, what mirroring software to use? I just bought Air Server, but it's pretty laggy. I used to use Air Server. It worked pretty well when I had strong Wi-Fi, but my Wi-Fi is not as strong as it used to be since I moved. So I don't use mirroring software. I use an Elgato capture card. And my phone here is plugged in with this adapter that allows you to connect an HDMI cable. And then I can't physically show you the device because it's connected to my computer. But it plugs into this Elgato capture card that's about this big. And then the capture card is plugged into my PC. And then I use, you know, that basically takes the place of Air Server. It's a little expensive. It's way more expensive than Air Server, that's for sure. I think this thing costs like 150 bucks. But if you don't have good Wi-Fi, there's not that many options to have smooth playback. Did you fix the big head chat yet? My dream's still crushed. The big head chat, it works now. It's nothing. I didn't have to fix anything. I mean, you know, the color is still messed up for the names, but the chat works again. So I use Streamlabs. Streamlabs it's like the same. What's it called? It handles like all the alerts and stuff like that. Anytime someone donates, that's what, like, the software that has it pop up. And occasionally it just doesn't work. And I don't even think it's on them. I think it's on YouTube. Like, if YouTube's system is overloaded, or maybe not overloaded, that's probably the wrong term. But like, if there's an issue with the YouTube API or something like that, then I don't think Streamlabs has like access to pull that info and display that stuff. So I think that's why the chat wasn't working the other day, because I didn't touch a thing. It just wasn't working. And sometimes that happens with the notifications too, where it won't pop up on screen. And like, I have a list that I can read off of, but sometimes that doesn't always update. It's usually pretty good though. It's like, you know, 95% of the time, if not more, it works fine. Have you seen some other YouTube stream that has the color the right way? No, Star. Although it's pretty rare that I look at another YouTube stream, period. Let alone streams that have the chat on it. It's for sure something that needs to be like it's not in a default option. It's something that like you have an option to customize the code or whatever. And I struggle with it so hard. I haven't looked at it in a few weeks at this point. But I don't know. I may need someone else's help on it. I really want to get it working. Because it's something I want to use more. I like having the chat on the screen sometimes. Not all the time. I for sure don't want it on there all the time. But sometimes it's nice having it on there, you know? But it feels like, man, if everyone's name is the same color, it's a little bit hard to distinguish who's saying what. And also, sometimes it just picks a bad color, because it picks a color at random when I start the stream. And when it's like that really bright red for everyone's name, it's like, alright, come on. It's hurting my eyes looking at it. See someone typing in all caps. Why he's not responding to others? Dude, you gotta take it easy on the caps, man. There's a lot of people in here. There's a million messages that I miss. I try my best. But you gotta take it easy. Scotty Lang, thank you very much for the buck, by the way. I don't see any message from you. So, another buck in the Paseo jar it is. Thank you, dude. Do you know if the capture card would work through a laptop? Yes, it absolutely does. I imagine it'd probably be slower than a PC, but it should work, yeah? Yeah. So, yeah, I sometimes stream from a laptop. So, it absolutely does. They make different capture cards. They make some that actually, you know, go into a desktop PC. And then they make a portable version, which is the one I have, that it, you know, it sits outside of my PC and you just... It plugs into your PC with, you know, through a USB. Check out Doobie's tweet. Starting to feel bad. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Because I don't... Okay, it actually got through. Got yourself a Thor. Very nice, dude. Congrats on the OG Thor. Good stuff, man. Alright, on that note, though, it's starting to get a little bit late. Avery Lopez sending over a buck as well. Avery, thank you very much. Saying, hey, BG, hope you're having a good night. About to try my first Heroic/Master Corvus Legends run. Okay. I got full suicides and saw your synergy video. Any other tips? Thanks. Nothing that I think I put all the tips and all the advice that I had in that video at least. Is it too late to do a Legends for this month though? This month's event quest has been out for a while. Usually it's just like the first 2 weeks. I would double check the forum announcement for when they or the in-game mail if it's still accessible. They tell you like a cutoff date. So double check that for sure because it feels like it might be too late. I'm not totally sure though. And then I probably said this in the video, but it's worth repeating. Make sure that like go into a different difficulty and just get a feel for the maps. sometimes it's confusing. Like, let me pop into this quest that I'm in right now, actually. Like, I don't know, this might sound stupid, but sometimes these maps confuse me, and it's like, dude, I'm supposed to go which way to complete this? Like, you know, which portal connects to where? And it's just like these little things that, yeah, it's not that confusing, and as you're going through it, you're like, oh, okay, I see now. But when you're doing a Legends run, like, you don't want anything to confuse you. You want to know exactly what you need to do, and then just execute that, you know? So, getting a feel for the maps, I think it makes a big difference. And when every second matters, then yeah. So, but good luck to you. Whether you are still able to do it this month or you have to wait till next, I'm not sure. But either way, good luck to you. Struck by Saber sent over another 2 as well, saying, "Ooh, I'm using caps PG. What are you gonna do?" Oh my God. Literal caps, like hats, the emojis. You're really pushing it. Struck with my saber. You're really pushing out. Oh man. Thank you for the 2. Alright, let's go look at an egg. Because it's getting kinda late, so we need to call it for the night here. Finished Abyss and got 5-star Kang as part of the Legends run. Was a nice surprise. Oh, yeah, nice. You were one of the top Abyss people? Wait, Kang was the rewards for the Abyss? I know he was rewards for Labyrinth. Was he in the Abyss Legend stuff too? Guess I didn't realize that. Guess I also didn't realize that I passed the egg. The order has changed once again. What new crystal did I gain that it changed the order of the crystals? Because it used to have 2 eggs grouped together. I think it was like egg and spring egg or something like that. But anyway. We found the egg. Hope the stream went well, BG. I'm excited because I'm rank 5 in my 4-star Blade. He'll be my first max. Nice. That's a great first champion to max out. Good stuff, Ruben. And yeah, the stream was good. It's fun as always. Thank you all for joining in on the fun. Amazing when people fail to recognize a troll for a troll. Maybe it's because I've logged thousands of hours watching BG. Gloria, I think a lot of people recognize trolls, but just try to give them, you know, benefit of the doubt. There's different levels of trolling, you know what I mean? Some people are not going to stop, and some people are like, I don't know. You try to ask them nicely to be cool, and some people listen, you know? And they are cool. And then there's those people that gotta get banned. But it was not a shot at you. Oh, I didn't take it as one. I didn't take it as one at all, Glory. First off, Gloria, man, there's nothing that could hurt our friendship. You know, you're part of the best friends club. But anyway. Aren't you forgetting something, Dingus? Hunter, what? This? Am I supposed to... Are you talking about this or something else? I wasn't gonna do this, but fine. For you, I'll do it. Alright. On that note... wait, hold that thought. We got to give one last shout out to tonight's biggest D. I still need to just... There's going to be a... Never mind, let me not get into it, but... More changes coming. Anyway, Amelia, thank you so much for being tonight's biggest D. Definitely appreciate it. Some trolls opened 3,000 crest crystals on stream. Yeah, that was a good time. But yeah, Amelia, shout out to you. Thank you to everyone else as well. There was a bunch of other super chats, so thank you very much, everybody. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, probably normal time. Never know if there's gonna be a day stream that pops up. Hopefully incursions one day. But anyway, see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Oh, wait. For once, I didn't mean this, but sure. Wait. Hunter. What did you mean, then? What did I miss? Now you got me thinking I missed something important. Hold on. Let me see your last messages. I don't see anything in your last messages. Hunter. Well, now this is just getting awkward. Man. Alright, well, if I was gonna, like, answer someone's comment or something like that, I'm so sorry. If that's something I missed. I feel bad if that's it, but... alright, I'll see you guys later. I think Hunter left already. Before he could explain what I missed. Alright, good night.